Hey, everybody. So glad we get to spend this time together. So, would you agree that we live in a gotcha culture? I mean, from social media scandals to viral fails, we kind of seem addicted to catching people doing something wrong. Whether it's dog shaming memes or public takedowns of celebrities, we love those moments where someone gets exposed. But let me ask, what does the world gain from that? I mean, I think there's a better way, a Jesus way, and it centers on one of the most overlooked but powerful fruits of the Spirit, which is gentleness. We all know what it's like to mess up, but what really marks a person and a community is what happens when someone gets caught. Do we condemn them? Do we cancel them? Make sure the world knows what happened? Or do we begin to gently restore? So Paul addresses this head on right after the famous fruit of the Spirit list in Galatians 5. And I think you know it by now, but let's say it together. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. And so, right after Paul says this, he says in Galatians chapter 6, verse 1, brothers and sisters, if someone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently. That one verse is radical because Paul doesn't say expose them, he doesn't say shame them or punish them. He says restore them gently. Not condemn, not destroy, not distance, restore. That's what Jesus did. We talked about the woman from John 8 caught in adultery, dragged into public, and the crowd is ready to stone her, but Jesus steps in and he diffuses the mob and then says to her, neither do I condemn you, go and sin no more. Truth and grace, strength and gentleness. And that's our model. But gentleness sort of gets a bad rap today. We confuse gentleness with weakness, just like we confuse kindness with niceness. But here's the truth. Gentleness isn't weakness. Gentleness requires enormous strength. Gentleness is strength under control used to heal instead of hurt. Now, here's the heart check in this. When someone messes up in your life, what's your goal? Is it condemnation or restoration? And I'm telling you, that one question changes everything. If your goal is restoration, your posture, your words, your actions, they all shift. You don't come down hard, you come alongside. You don't point fingers, you offer a hand. We've been working out in Sandy Creek here in our city of Leander, where the 4th of July flood took a devastating toll on people's property and their lives. And so many houses had to be dozed over. But there's a few houses that are now moving towards restoration. Gentleness is like choosing to renovate a damaged house rather than dozing it over. One is easy and destructive, and the other is messy and slow and complicated, but full of a lot of hope for what can be of the future. And it sees value in what others might just want to throw away. You know what makes the difference? How you catch someone. I mean, there are two types of catching, right? You can catch someone in a net where they're ensnared and exposed, or you can catch someone with a net, offering them a safe landing when they're stumbling. And that's gentleness. And when you're in a position of strength, when you're the one who knows, what do you do with that strength and what you do with it matters. Are you going to weaponize it? Or are you going to use it to gently restore? Because here's the truth. One day, we know it, it'll be you. It'll be me. One day, you'll be the one who messes up, the one who's stumbling, the one who gets caught. And in that moment, how do you want to be treated? Do you want somebody shouting, gotcha, or someone quietly saying, I got you. I'm here, and we'll walk through this together? That is what our world needs. This is what the church should be known for, not catching people at their worst, but catching people in a way that helps them heal. Gentleness doesn't make headlines, but it makes a huge difference. So let's be people who restore, who speak gently, who walk with others when they fall, because what the world needs now isn't more shame, it needs more restoration. So let's take that into our week and let's put it into practice. So use your series guide to help you do just that. And we'll see you next time for our final session.